Welcome. You're now locked into another episode. Let's go! Of the Bear and Tails podcast, bringing you your weekly injection of gaming. Let's go! Content creation and overall nonsense.
What just fucking happened, bro?
Coming straight from their live streams on Twitch to your headphones at home.
Big time energy.
Let's go!
Let's begin.
Hey-o. Episode 1. Numero uno of the brand new podcast.
Oh, that intro just gets me so fucking hyped.
Oh, just jacked.
Oh my god, I listened to it and it's just like
you can't beat it. You can't beat it. You guys, thank you for tuning in. This is the Bear and Tails podcast, episode 1 with your co-host. I'm Bad Bear Gamer. With me as always is my lovely co-host, Sweet Tails. What's going on, girl?
Hi guys. Welcome. We're so excited. This has been something we've been working on for a little while now. We're so happy and so stoked that we're finally able to do it. You guys have been asking, we listened, and we made it happen.
Back to the drawing board multiple times. I mean, people I don't think really understand the amount of work that goes into building something like this. Like, yeah, it's really cool. Oh, we should start a podcast. But you and I have really, and we're both, listen, let's be honest. We're both perfectionists, right?
Yes.
We're not going to put out something unless we're really confident that we like the quality of it. So we've literally been back to the drawing board like 10 different times on this. But I'm so excited, you guys, to be kicking off episode 1, making this a weekly thing moving forward for you guys. We're gonna be bringing new episodes every single Wednesday. So let's get it. Bringing just a little bit more joy to your lives and a little bit different side of what we bring to our content on a regular basis.
Exactly. It's
Tails,
going to be crazy shit,
always.
stuff. We're going to have laughs. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be talking about all different types of shit. You'll like it, I promise. Okay.
Just trying to vibe with it, you know? And if you guys want the visual element, make sure to check out on YouTube. That's where we're going to be posting the video side of this.
Your beautiful faces.
Well, one of us, and it's probably not me. But yes.
Listen, if I could grow a beard like that, dude.
Now I'm just envisioning you with a beard. And you should just get a Sharpie and just go to work. It'll be great.
I would totally be down to do that. Only if you shaved yours. You shaved with the beard on? No,
I'm not shaving. No, I already know. I'm a bigger dude. The beard gives me a jawline that wouldn't otherwise be there. And then I'll just be like this weird looking, and I don't want that. You don't want that.
You did send me that picture of you without the beard that's going viral right now on TikTok. Where it's
terrible.
A filter. So someone that has a beard, you can put a filter on their face. It takes away their beard. And he sent me a picture of it, and I was dying.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. It's a face only a mom could love. That's the moral of the story. So we're keeping the facial hair. I haven't shaved it since 7th grade. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, damn.
What's going on with you? What's up in your world?
Oh, same old. Released the comic. That went really well.
Yes.
It was insanely epic. And a big shout out to my illustrator and my music producer on it, Uncle Con. He's so talented graphic wise, and he's illustrator wise. I mean, he just does all my graphics and he's amazing. And then Adam Marcos is the one who created all the original music for it, which just brought it to a brand new level. And it was amazing. So that was great. Waiting for my new PC to come in because I'm finally going to do dual PC gaming finally, because my PC is shitting out on me. And other than that, some good things coming down the road that I'm super stoked for too. Things have been growing. You know what? Did you see the clip that I posted online about Courage reacting to my freaking TikTok?
Yo, you've officially made it now. You've officially made it. You're a big deal.
Dude, I mean, I don't. We're getting there, but still, I just was so like, that was just a moment for me. I had a moment.
That's so cool.
I was like, okay, he recognized and saw that, and I saw his response when I was streaming. I was like, I didn't know how to respond, so I was going back and forth, and I'm just like, you're so fucking cool. Let's play sometime. I'm like, no, that doesn't sound good. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to respond because he responded to the tweet after I posted. He's like, keep grinding. Like, this made me laugh. It was funny, blah, blah, blah. So I told him, I was like, I can't wait for the day that we can wheeze our way through Warzone together. I thought that was pretty good.
That's a great response.
I wanted it to be super friendly, not too weird, but I am weird. So whatever, kind of thing. But that was super cool. And we just hit 700,000 on TikTok.
Yeah.
We were just at 600,000 like a month ago. So it's going, everything's great. So But yeah.
so
So
awesome.
what about you? What's going on with you, man?
Just hit the 1 year anniversary, which was crazy. Yeah, we ended up doing a 20-hour stream.
How do you do that?
You just grind it. It has its ups and downs.
That's
What
what
I
she
was
said.
surprised with the most, I've done 12 hours before.
Yeah.
And honestly, it has its ups and downs. You have these peaks where your energy level's great, and then you have these lulls where you feel it dip, and it always rebounds back. What I was most amazed about was, number one, the amount of people that stuck around. I mean, I literally had people who were there for probably 18 of the 20 hours pushing with me, which is insanity.
That is crazy.
Nuts. And number two was I ended up playing Warzone for about 16 hours of the 20. That's a lot of Warzone.
That's a lot of Warzone.
I was not
You weren't
expecting
sick of it by the end of it, or how many wins did you get? That's the real question, Bear. How many wins did you get?
None, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Zero.
Wait a second.
Zero.
You played for 16 hours.
I'm an elite gamer who builds his career on gameplay.
Played 16 hours of Warzone one time. Didn't
Zero
get one
dubs.
single W, but you know what?
Listen,
it was the experience that
we came back. That was Monday and Tuesday. We came back Thursday. We got a dub. Everything's fine. Okay, we got one.
Great.
We got one then.
Great. Well, that's great. That's good. I'm happy for you. But 20 hours, dude, that's nuts. I think the longest I've ever gone is like 7 hours. I haven't even done an 8-hour stream before.
Wow.
Maybe when I first started streaming, but I haven't even done like a 24-hour. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could.
I talked to another content creator as soon as it was done, and we both kind of agreed. He did the full 24, and he said the 24 was good, but he would never do it again. Yeah. And I get it. I mean, it is a grind, and it takes its toll, and you immediately pass out, and you're almost recovering for 2 days after that, just trying to catch up on all this. It's nuts, but it was a lot of fun. Hype was obviously there. We blew our metrics and our numbers out of the water, and it was a really good way to celebrate. That's what was doing.
Partner.
Let's go. We're so close.
Come on, Twitch.
We're really excited about it, but doing that and then investing time, as anyone on YouTube can see, into kind of more of the aesthetic of the room and changing some things around, really trying to figure out the backlight.
Look at those lights. They're so nice.
We try.
Look at that. Oh, look, that's very pretty.
That's what we do. So
I like it.
Just trying to piece some things together and take it day by day. But here we go. We call it, our community has been calling it season 2. Like, we just completed season 1. Boom, we're getting into season 2. We got a lot of things on the horizon. This podcast being one of them that we're super excited for.
So good.
So
good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
It's going to be just the absolute dopest. But with that, let's get into the news.
I want to know everything.
I want to know everything. What's the news?
Now, it's time for News and Noteworth.
News from around the world in regards to gaming and content creation. The hot ticket item is what we're going to start with, which is Warzone Season 2. Been happening for about 2-3 weeks now. A lot of people were projecting that there was going to be a nuke event that would nuke the map, kill the zombies. We get a brand new map outside of Verdansk. So the 1 year anniversary of Warzone came and went, and we got nothing.
But the thing is it's people have been saying they're going to nuke the map for a very long time now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember people talking about it like months ago, like, oh, they're going to nuke it. Do you think it's going to lead up to that, though, with everything? Do you think they're just waiting to do it, or do you think they're not going to?
I think they're going to. I think it's definitely in development, and there's been enough leak information to hint towards that. But I mean, it's happening at such a slow pace. And the craziest thing for me is what they chose to do, right? I mean, when we think about a zombie outbreak, which is really what in season 2 they're kind of pushing, right?
Yeah.
I was expecting this virus-like aspect where slowly there's 20 points of interest, right? POIs on the map. Yeah. They started at Shipwreck, and over what I expected to be the next few weeks, they would slowly be taking over more territories, like a virus, like a spread, where no longer you just battling PvP other players, but also this horde of zombies in all these locations. Yeah. They haven't done this, right? What actually happened.
You know what? Do you know what, though? If they did do that, I think that'd be such a cool idea, but I feel like people wouldn't like it. I feel like they'd get shit for it. I feel like they're going to get shit on no matter what, because there's so much negative shit going on right now with Warzone. But like, I think, maybe, I mean, giving them the benefit of the doubt, who fucking knows? Maybe they're scared to do stuff like that because if they do, people are going to be like, well, this is like they're trying to, people want to play against people. And then here comes a zombie. I don't know where you got to shoot and kill him. It gives up your location. I don't know. Like,
but they're already kind of doing this, right? I mean, they already introduced this whole concept. So they already made this bet. And instead of doubling down on it in a concept that made sense.
Yeah.
We're left with this really dumb, because the anniversary came and went. The Outbreak event, which you and I have talked about, how much we loved the Zombies Outbreak event.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
That's gone now because that was only a limited time.
They need to bring that back.
They really
if
do.
If they don't bring that back, I'm going to rage. And I think a lot of people can agree that Outbreak Zombies was one of the best things they've ever done. Just saying.
It was fantastic.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But all they did with all of this, the big change and what we expected to be this big climactic moment, was literally move the zombies, not expand the zombies, move them from shipwreck to prison. From one location that's brand new that nobody knew about to a location that hardly anybody goes to anyways.
Like, what? God damn it, Warzone. I really love you, but you're making it hard for all of us right now, especially with all of the shit going on with the fucking hacking. There's so much with the hacking and the cheating that's going on. I mean, Alex Zadra, she just posted a clip today. She raided into a streamer yesterday of a girl and her boyfriend, I guess, were playing in a tournament. And there's this clip that she got, and this girl is blatantly cheating, wall hacks. She's like, it's so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so, I don't play Warzone competitively and it pisses me off. So I can only imagine that it's just pissing off the whole community. And like, Warzone, give us something, please. I mean,
some form of support.
Some
form of support.
Exactly.
And I mean, it's to the point now where I've been seeing videos of new recent hacks that literally allow for players to end the game and win mid-game.
What?
So they kill somebody in the gulag, and instead of dropping back in, the game just ends.
You're kidding.
And they win. No, this is real.
What? This is the thing that people don't understand, though, is that it's only going to get worse.
Yep.
These people are going to start creating hacks unless they're on top of it. And if these, devs don't get on top of it and like try to work out these kinks, I mean, we're looking at in the future hacking being more of a problem than ever before. This is just the fucking beginning, dude. Like,
correct.
It's gonna go, and it's going. It's going.
There's a lot of challenges, and we've seen more and more videos of top content creators who have based all of their content on Warzone, and found cheaters and had opportunities to have Q&As with them post game where they call them into their party and they want to have a conversation.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And in those conversations, I mean, literally you get the type of responses where the hackers are like, there's so many hackers in these lobbies already, it's the only way I can compete. Or they're like, I'm bored and Activision just isn't doing anything about it, so why wouldn't I? And if Activision doesn't step up and give an answer, it's impossible.
So I think the whole community is very frustrated, and I think we're just waiting for Warzone to do something about it.
Please.
For them to do something about it.
Listen to us on our first episode, Activision.
We know what we're talking about. Please, thank you.
Talking about it.
It's horrible.
I loved it. Talking about another game, though, that has a bunch of issues, or had, I should say, Cyberpunk 2077 just released brand new patch saying, and with it came a claim that they have now fixed 90% of the bugs and issues that were in the original
Not
release.
100, but
Not
90.
Well,
it's a big game. I get it.
And what are your I know you got super into this game and enjoyed it actually for what it was.
Yes and no. As soon as I got done playing, I uninstalled it off my PC. I'm like,
you're done.
But I heard that the real enjoyment came from playing the side missions, and I didn't play much of the side missions. The beginning of the game, the concept, everything I loved about it. My whole like theme is cyberpunk. I think we were all super excited. The ending just was not it for me at all. I was not impressed. But with these open world maps like this, a lot of, like I said, the content comes from the side missions, and with all the bugs that it had going on, I think it even messed with my computer a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like honestly. So I got it off my PC as soon as possible. I'm happy that they fixed all the bugs. My personal opinion, they should have waited to launch the game. I think they came out too soon because of peer pressure and people wanting it. But as a content creator and as a true gamer, I think we all would have been patient and waited longer for them to actually come out with something polished and a goddamn better ending, dude. I'm not going to say any spoilers, but fuck. Like, I mean, there's like 6 different endings, but I was not impressed. And I even watched back all the endings. I was not happy. Not with that. So I'm like, whatever. So what do you think?
I took the other approach with it. I actually was playing it for its open world concept, which led me to do a ton of side missions.
Okay, so what's your opinion on how was it? Did you like it?
I ran into bugs just like anybody. I was playing on console, which had way less bugs than PC, at least reportedly.
Okay. What console?
Xbox is where I play, so that helps. But even still, I still had moments where the game crashed, which when you're doing content creation and live streaming, that's tough. And it would happen 2-3 times a stream on a 4 or 5 hour stream. That's more than it ever should.
Yeah.
But if you fix that, if you patch that, the actual gameplay was pretty fluid. The open world concept was obviously amazing. The customization was incredible. What I really wanted to do is I kind of paused. I got through, I think the first 2 acts. I think I was heading into act 3 and stopped it. And I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to wait for them to patch all this stuff. And I'm going to come back and start way over and play all the way through once it's quote unquote completed.
So you haven't seen the ending yet?
No, I haven't. I never got there.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm over here shitting on you. You haven't played the ending yet. Listen, you'll make your own opinion about it. Obviously, that's how I felt, and but to what it's worth, there are different endings. So play it the way you'd want to play it. I played it the way that I played it. It just wasn't. I was just like, at the end of it, had one of those reactions. I'm like, that's it. That's it. What is going on? I'm like, oh my God. I think the other thing for me personally, and then we can move on. I just want to say this really quickly about Cyberpunk. I get it, but what point of view was it in? It was first person, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it wasn't third person.
Correct. If
it was third person, I really feel like I would have been able to connect with my character. The only time I would ever see myself.
Yes.
Was when I was driving
or looking in a mirror, which is useless content. And with how much customization actually goes into what your character looks like, not having that as an option where you really can see it. Exactly, right? That's half of it.
I'm so fucking hot, dude. Like I literally probably would have boned my character. That's how fucking hot she was. Sorry.
Something that like Valhalla did so well, or so many games do, where you grind to get a certain piece of armor, a certain haircut, or a prosthetic arm. Yeah, and you want to put it into motion. Yeah, I agree.
Anyways.
I'll revisit it when it's down the road. I'll form my own opinion on it. I did enjoy it, but I definitely didn't invest the time that I know a lot of people did. One game that I did complete, though, that was highly reviewed off the rip was a game called Outer Worlds. Have you played any of that?
I might have heard of it, but I like a little bit, maybe on social media or something, but I've never played it and I don't really know what it's about.
Yeah, so it's another one of those Outer Worlds. It's another one of those open world kind of concepts. It's not as big as a Cyberpunk or a Skyrim or a Witcher. But it does have a lot of open space. It's a pretty short overall gameplay, but very, very developed, fluid game. Moral of the story was one of the best games. I believe it was released in like 2017, but they just released a brand new DLC called Murder on, and I'm going to butcher this word, but I think it's Eridanos. Eridanos. The reason I bring it up, though, it's critically reviewed. Yeah. Game Informer listed this as one of the best DLCs they've played and called it, quote, a perfect, and I love this. It makes me super interested in it. A perfect murder mystery to end the game. Very intriguing.
So what is it? What's the open world? That's what I want to know. Like, what is it? Are you like alive with dinosaurs? Is it in a futuristic world?
It's a futuristic. You're traveling between planets. You know, it's one of those kind of like Fable, where a lot of the decisions that you make early on will impact how the game is played later on. What characters are developed, who's available.
Look it up.
You can bring characters with you and flip between them, so it almost gives you that kind of RPG type feel.
Yeah. I recognize this. Ooh, that's super cool graphics too. Like, what? I don't even know. Like, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Great game.
Yep.
Graphics were a little bit more colorful, almost like Borderlands was, but not in that cartoony type format where Borderlands is very, almost like comic book.
Yep.
But it was great. Cool. I loved it. And I'm really interested in this. Getting critical reviews. Obviously, we'll report back if I get a chance to play it. But I love the fact that it's a perfect murder mystery to end the game. Makes me super intrigued and possibly something super creative about it.
How long's the gameplay on it?
Pretty short, actually. I think I completed it in 12.
Hours?
Yeah, full story.
I think that's pretty. I mean, I think that's pretty good. It's not too long and it's not too short. I think
Correct.
that's a nice sweet spot right there.
I think if you really
cool.
grinded through, you probably could beat it sooner. Like if you were just doing kind of like you were talking about with Cyberpunk, just solo missions. But
yeah,
I enjoyed it and I'm excited for it.
Sweet.
On the product spectrum, Elgato, obviously a premier company when it comes to things like capture cards, lighting, microphones, green screens, things that they've had products before. Just released 2 new products that I'm super curious to get your opinion on.
Yeah.
Branching into a brand new area, which is number 1 is what they call wave panels, which is kind of acoustic soundproofing.
Cool. Yeah.
And then
cool.
light strips, which is also very interesting just because lighting, I guess they've been doing lighting really well. I guess it doesn't make as much in my mind for whatever reason. I think it's just such a aesthetic lighting versus like front lighting for me is just 2 different things. But what are your thoughts on it?
I'm glad that they're actually stepping in doing that because they have that's what they are. You know, they're like this. They're the go-to streamer starting off pack. Like you can get everything, and you get quality. You know, the pricing is you're getting quality stuff. It's not cheap. But it's affordable in regards to what you're getting. I love my key light. That's one of my favorite things. And
that's what I use.
I mean, I wish that they would, you could get different colors on the key light. That would be really cool. But the fact that they're coming out with the LED strip, that's so popular. I mean, it blew up because of TikTok. Let's be real, because people were putting it on their rooms and doing the cloud stuff and everything. And I'm glad that they're stepping into it. I think it will be very successful for them. What it comes down to is their price point, because they're going to be competing with people that can go on Amazon and get it super cheap. I've mine, all the ones that I've had, I don't really have issues with them because they're just a light strip. So to see what they're going to come up with in regards to price points, and again, of course, you're going to get better quality versus Amazon, but what is more important to the people?
Yeah, and
cheaper or something more expensive, but you're getting better quality when it comes down to a light strip.
Aesthetic is one of those things that I see content creators pretty quick to upgrade once income starts coming in. It's absolutely not. If you're a new content creator or thinking about content creation, it should not be where you're spending money. Spend money on audio first, visual second. But aesthetics, you should have something. You can get really cheap options online. You can go to Target and getting color changing bulbs. But once you start getting a little bit of revenue, it's a good thing. And I was just talking about
wait, hold on. I thought you said color changing balls.
I mean, maybe. Listen, Target's got a wide variety. Hashtag not a sponsor.
That'd be really funny. Okay, sorry. Anyway.
But again, and it's something that even, I consider myself a mid-sized creator. Now I'm starting to, as I started the podcast talking about, invest in more aesthetic around the room and how do I bring more color and life to everything that we're doing. I'm excited to try these, to give them a shot, see what they do and look like. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I think also too with the sound paneling, we touch on that really quickly. It's so important. I don't have any soundproofing and I love my microphone, but I know I could use some. But I've always just been hesitant because they don't look pretty. Yeah. And I'm really excited because the ones that Elgato are coming out with, they look freaking cool, dude. They're like I don't know if you've
octagon like shape.
Yeah, it's like an octagon and it actually is like a
aesthetically pleasing. I'm with you. I got you.
Aesthetically pleasing. And that's super cool. Because you would think that more companies would do that because just the square, I'm just like, it's so ugly.
It kind of fits together almost like the nano leaves do, right? Where it can kind of create any shape you want to on the wall, but it's going to give you depending on where you place it, a different sound effect for your microphone. They've got some really cool stuff, tests online and stuff.
Cool.
Again, we'll report back if we get a chance to try this stuff. But for right now, at least it's interesting. And final thing on the video game front, Halo Infinite, which has been infinitely delayed, it feels like, but has officially announced that they will have a battle royale mode coming to the platform.
Watch out, Warzone!
I hope so.
Buckle the fuck up, boys!
I hope so.
Listen, if this is going to be anything, it's going to give a big wake up call to Warzone to get their shit together, because Halo is just, the franchise is just is loved. It's so awesome. So let's hope that Halo doesn't drop the ball and they give us something that's pretty awesome, because if not, that's going to be disappointing. But I don't think so. I think they know what the market is looking for and what we want. I used to play Halo a long time ago. I never got into it. I wasn't a big Halo person, but I used to, play some of the, and then you go pew, pew, in the air, all that cool shit.
That's all I did was just pew, 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 pew. I remember Halo's like this nostalgia for me, right? Because Halo 2. Yeah. I remember like going to my buddy's house and we'd have 4 TVs back to back to back, and you LAN linked your Xboxes and no stream peak. Like it was one of those nostalgia games, and they've done a great job developing, but they haven't been relevant. The last few have not been relevant in multiplayer.
Come out with a movie?
They came out with a bunch of animated type movies that have done well for what they are.
It was like a movie in the theaters.
I think they are. I think there's one in pre-production. Meaning that it's still figuring out directors and scripts and all that stuff. But I think there's one on the drawing board.
But yeah.
But we'll
That's
see.
Exciting.
Yeah, it is.
We'll see what happens.
I hope it can compete. I think Warzone needs something other than Fortnite pushing.
When's it coming out?
It's indefinite, right? They keep delaying
they don't have
it because of COVID.
Well, take your time, make it come out good.
Correct. Don't pull a cyberpunk.
We don't want no cyberpunk.
Please, God, no. Let's jump into this or that.
Where does this go?
Where does this thing go?
Here or here?
Where does it go?
It's time for This or That.
This or that.
Where does it go?
Where does it go? This or that?
Does it go?
A segment, you guys, pretty simplistic, but we're going to give kind of 2 categories, give some options and give our opinion on them. For the first episode, we're going to go, the category is overrated, underrated. So let me know, Tails, let me know if something is overrated or underrated in society.
He doesn't tell me this shit beforehand. So this is authentic responses. I don't know what he's going to throw at me. So let's get into it.
Let's start.
Oh, God.
And again, you got to take current value into consideration. First topic, TikTok for content creators right now. Overrated or underrated?
Definitely underrated.
Agreed.
That there's not enough people taking advantage of the platform. It's so underrated. Definitely not overrated. People, if you are a content creator, if you're creating content on any platform, whatever it is, you need to be on TikTok. I don't want to hear anyone complaining about them not growing. Their channels aren't growing or anything. It's because you're not taking advantage of one of the biggest platforms out there right now, which is TikTok. I don't care if you have a stigma about it. It doesn't matter. Take the time, edit some clips, and just put it out there. If you don't know how to do it, teach yourself. There's so many YouTube videos out there. There's no fucking excuses. And I hate when people are like, I don't know why I'm not growing, because you're not doing anything outside of stream. You don't grow when whatever. When you're streaming, you do grow, but you don't. Most of your traffic and everything comes from social media. So TikTok, underrated. If you aren't on TikTok and you are a streamer on any whatever platform, you should be posting content on there. Period. Mic drop. Okay, bye.
100% agree. I couldn't agree more. No, I think a lot of people look at it like, well, look at how saturated it's become, right? I mean, a year ago, it was nowhere near this. 2 years ago, even more so. But here we are today. What people don't comprehend is it's only going to continue to get saturated, right?
So get in now.
Bingo. It's not going anywhere. We've gotten through that phase. It's going to be around. It's the most discoverability you're going to find.
Yep.
If you suck at creating content, guess what? It doesn't matter. I look back at the content I was creating a year ago. It was trash. But you learn and you put yourself out there and you figure out, how do I do this better? Or how do I do that? Or how do I like the way this person does that? Content consumption is huge.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you literally could put a clip up of you sneezing, and it could go fucking viral.
It happens.
I'm telling you, like you could literally fart and have 4 million people see it. So just
love it.
Got it, bro. All right, next.
Number 2. This one's. I'm excited. Overrated, underrated. Call of Duty Warzone.
God damn it!
Put it on the record. Where do you stand? I know you play it, but that doesn't mean.
I mean, with all the other games out right now. Oh, God damn it. Can I have a middle of the road?
No.
All right, no. What do you think? You go first on this one. Beach. Go for it.
I think it's overrated. I really do. I enjoy it. I continue to play it. But the reason I continue to play it, well, first of all, let me be very clear. I enjoy the game.
Yes.
I wouldn't be forcing myself to do something if I really didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
However, with all the issues that we talked about earlier, it could be way better. And the fact that it dominates the content right now, that it dominates the market share, and especially the fact that, like, as a content creator, when I create other forms of content, whether that's Rocket League, whether that's Apex Legends, whatever, I don't get nearly the amount of response, which means that the market, the general public want Warzone. It's the behemoth, but I don't think it belongs there. It should be up there, but it doesn't need to conquer the way it does.
I mean, there are better BRs out there right now. That's what it comes down to, and they should be dominating the market. And unfortunately, it's just COD is such a huge, ginormous monster that it's really hard to compete with a game that's been around forever compared to Apex Legends, or you know what I mean, Fortnite. I don't know. What do you think? Is that
I've never played Fortnite. Never played it.
Fortnite, overrated or underrated? Well, I think I don't really know, but I from what I'm seeing, is Fortnite dying? I hate saying that word, but is it not?
I think so.
Is it kind of going a little?
I mean, listen, if you think about it like
as much,
if you think about it like a stock price, right? It's not at its high. Its high was years ago. So is it dead? No. Is it going anywhere? No. But I think it's kind of middled itself out. We are seeing larger content creators like Nick Merckx, who made a lot of their career on Fortnite, go back to it and starting to play it. But they're definitely not getting away from Warzone. Right. No. Someone like Nick is still playing Warzone 4 out of 5 days a week, or even on that 5th day, still starting with that, but switching late.
And that's the crazy thing, though, is that it's kind of like these content creators are kind of forced into playing it, even though they might not want to, which kind of sucks. You know, I mean, that just goes down the rabbit hole of being a variety streamer and stuff. But I mean, I'm sure they enjoy it, but they should be frustrated because that's all they can play. You know, they can't play anything. And if they do play anything else, their viewers drop like anybody because their communities are Warzone, and it must be super frustrating. But anyways, regardless of that, what was the question?
It was overrated, underrated. We both, I think, agreed that Warzone is overrated at the moment.
I just had a brain fart right there. I don't fucking know what happened. It just happened.
It happens.
Let me go drink my coffee.
Yeah, get it.
What's next?
Number 3, pickles. Overrated or underrated?
Under fucking rated, bro.
Yup.
Underrated.
Pickles are great.
Pickles are so fucking good. They're crispy. They're good. I mean, there's some that are not the best, but it's so good with a nice sandwich on the side.
A nice sandwich, or even like, hey, I'm in the fridge, right? I'm looking for something to eat quick.
Snack.
Yeah, I would prefer a pickle over like a carrot or a piece of celery. Like, it's bomb. It's great.
I like it.
I'm in on it.
But I don't know about the people. I don't trust people that drink the juice, though.
No.
Anyone who drinks pickle juice, I don't trust you. I'm going to be honest, because that just that's
weird.
Wonky for me. You know what else kind of freaks me out about pickles too is they never expire, dude. They last forever, and that freaks me the fuck out, but they're really good.
Don't worry about that. We're not going to talk about that. Underrated is what we decided. Put it on the board.
Underrated. Yes.
Number 4 for content creators of any size. Collaborations with other creators. Overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Agreed. Tell me why.
Don't need to.
Tell me why.
Don't need to. Focus on you. So it's great when you can hook up with somebody else, but do it for the right reasons. Build friendships, and do stuff like that. Don't expect because of doing a collab that it's going to help you grow. Enjoy what you're doing. And if you're clout chasing and you want to collab with people to help yourself grow, then you're not. It's just not a good look. Not a good look, but it's just. Overall, it's very transparent. It's very transparent. There are people out there that's what they do. And I mean, I can even talk my 2 cents on this. There's a span there for about 2 months that I literally was trying to do every collaboration I possibly could. And I justified it with it. Well, I justified it as I want to put myself out there to meet new people, to build a stronger network. Yeah.
The issue with that was I found myself collaborating with people I had no business collaborating with, people I didn't mesh with, people I didn't vibe with. Our energy didn't match up. And it doesn't mean that they're bad content creators, because some of them are excellent. It's just, I bring a certain level of energy and personality to the forefront, which can either, in all honesty, overpower some people or clash against what they bring.
Yeah.
You got to find that happy medium.
Exactly. I used to collab, and then I found out real quickly that you have people. I mean, I'm not speaking about anyone in particular, but you just have to be careful with people that are there for not the wrong reason. I mean, I get it. The whole purpose of collabing is to be able to mesh communities and be able to grow each other, help each other out, but also building a friendship and having a good time. And you really have to be careful, because sometimes you just want to really make sure that meshing of your community and their community is what you want, because it could backfire and there become drama and issues in the future, speaking from experience. So I stay in my own lane. I mean, unless I really vibe with someone, which obviously, I mean, I adore you. We hit it off right off the bat. Our energy is the same. Like it's just vibes all around, right? Which is why we're doing this. But other than that, I stay in my own lane. If I was to ever like collab with someone, it would most likely be something that, is in the works for a while. I get to know them and
even us,
friends with them.
Before we started playing, I mean, we went back and forth and had conversations for a solid, I don't know, 2-3 months just to get to know each other's personalities. It is.
Yeah, it's really important, I mean, there's so much more to it, but yeah, I definitely think it's overrated. Don't feel like you need to collab all the time. Focus on yourself. And I say this all the time, be selfish. Be selfish. Don't share your time with anybody else. Work on your community, especially as a smaller streamer.
If your product is good enough, it will succeed on its own. And actually that will make it stronger when you connect with somebody who's the same way. Because you're not relying on them, they're not relying on you. Both of you have a quality product, and when you get together, it can just be something that's exponentially better, but you don't need each other to survive. Completely agree. Final
Do what
one.
makes you happy. Do what makes you happy overall.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
Final one, same on the content conversation. A lot of hit or miss on this right now. Overrated, underrated Instagram for content creators.
So I used to actually have an Instagram business. I don't know if you knew this.
Ooh.
I used to help people. So I know the ins and outs of Instagram. I think Instagram, it depends on what you are looking to do. For growth and exposure, completely overrated. All of my followers on Instagram, I stopped hashtagging because it doesn't fucking do shit. Instagram, it doesn't. Instagram is overrated in regards to exposure and growing yourself. The only way you grow is all of my traffic comes from other platforms. There's no discoverability on Instagram. They try to switch it up with the reels or with the with the reels
there. Yeah, shorts are on YouTube.
Trying to do the TikTok thing, but even those, I post one and one got 100 views. That was it. Like it's fucking shit. The algorithm's not good. Regardless of that, but it is still essential to growing your brand. You cannot neglect it. It is my hub of where I am, because that is, actually, a lot of sponsorships and a lot of businesses these days don't even really ask for Instagram stats anymore, to be honest with you. They look at Twitter. Twitter is the main thing on top of YouTube, and not even Twitch followers either, besides your analytics. But brand deals, sponsorships, and everything, you can still make money off of Instagram, which is, and to help bring your brand all together. Do not neglect it, but do not expect it to... don't neglect it, but don't expect it. Don't have high hopes for it.
In my business development, everything I used to do prior, we talked about when it comes to that funnel, there's two topics. It's branding and marketing. And those are two different things, right? Brand is your identity. It's what you bring to the forefront. It's who you are. It's your personality. It's if I had to describe myself in one sentence, what would it be? Marketing is how do I take that brand and distribute it? Okay. To your point, 100%. Instagram is a brand building opportunity. It's to determine who am I, to tell you guys once you're in it, like what this is, what do I believe in, what am I doing through obviously stories, but then also controlled posts of the visual element. But it's not a marketing platform, I don't think, anymore. Discoverability is taking a tank. Dead. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah.
I agree. Perfect. Yeah. So just to summarize, though, we both agree from a marketing standpoint, Instagram underrated, but still very widely important from a...
You mean overrated?
Yes.
You said
sorry.
From a marketing standpoint, underrated.
No, I lied. No, yes, overrated.
What are you drinking?
Sparkling water.
Let me smell your breath. I'm just kidding.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Where am I?
How did we get here?
It's time for...
How did we get here?
How did we get here? A segment where we talk about situations, how we would handle them, what answers would come. Probably not gaming related, but who knows? Tails has not seen these yet again. I keep her in the dark.
Where are you? I can't find you. What? Where are you? Marco!
How did we get here? First question.
Yeah.
Tails, you're buying a house. Congratulations. Brand new house. Unfortunately, your house is haunted by a ghost. And it's going to be following you. It's going to be following you for the rest of your life. But as part of your deed, you get to choose who that dead person is. Who is your ghost that you're going to be hanging out with for the rest of your life that you get to see and interact with, but nobody else can?
I thought, you know what? So is it a nice ghost or is it a mean ghost?
I think it depends on who you pick.
You're right. Okay, because I didn't like where that was going. I don't do scary shit.
No, neither do I.
Oh my God, you ever play Phasmophobia?
No, I don't like horror movies.
You ever played Phasmophobia?
No, here's the deal.
We're playing it. I don't care what you have to say. We're playing it.
I was the kid who, when leaving a basement, would scurry up because there was somebody coming after me every time. I'm the person, I won't go to scary movies, even when I get dragged there.
We're playing it.
My 2 cents on horror is this. If it's a physical horror being and I can kill it, I'm fine.
Okay.
So you're talking about things like Jason from Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Physical being, I can kill it, great. You start talking about The Grudge and this girl coming out of a corner? Nope.
Stop. Ew.
Nope.
Stop. I can't.
I'm out.
I can't.
No go.
So
you got a ghost. Who's your ghost? Who's hanging out with you? Walk me through your thought process.
Can they not wear clothes?
It's your ghost. I mean, listen, if that helps you.
I'm trying to think about this. I'm trying to. Am I the only one who can see the ghost?
Yes, you can see and interact with the ghost.
Can I touch the ghost?
No,
this
it's a
is getting
ghost.
Weird. I didn't mean it like Fuck. Okay. What if we did?
You're subscribing to your only ghost.
God damn it.
Walk me through your thought process. Let's start here.
I'm trying to think if I want to go with someone like a sexy man, or if I want to go with like a girlfriend who will listen to me and talk to me. Do I want to go with someone famous?
Do I want to go with a
singer? Do I want to go with an actress? Who's going to be my lifelong partner? Who do I think? Okay. This is a really hard question. Oh my God. Backstreet Boys. I'm just kidding. Can I?
They're alive. What? No. Are you killing them to bring them into your ghost?
Backstreet Boys. Okay, no. Who? Like, I would want someone worldly, someone that I could talk to. Or
so are you going more the wisdom approach?
Maybe someone that's funny. Oh my God. Okay. Oh shit.
Let's start here. Let me help you walk through this. Are you thinking male or female? This person's the rest of your life. Or does it not matter?
Can it be a fictional character from a video
game?
No,
it's a real person.
Oh, man. I was going to say Dr. Price.
No.
Wait, no, not Dr.
Captain Price. I'm with you. I knew what you were talking about.
I mean, if he was a doctor, that would make him 10 times hotter. Calling him Dr. Price. Okay, if I was to pick anyone, I'd probably go with, actually, you know what? I probably would go with a female because they would see me in my element and all of that goodness. So I would say someone that I really like as a female. Do you have someone? Because if you want to go first, I don't want to waste time because I got to think about this one. This is a hard one.
So here's what I did. I wrote these down, but I didn't give them too much thought. I wanted to think about them on the fly to be authentic. Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Go.
I would have someone that I don't have oh my God. All right. Elon Musk, so that he can tell me when I should buy stock. Oh, wait, he's alive. Oh, someone that's really dead?
It's a ghost.
I know, but
Unless you want your answer on record to be, you're going to kill Elon Musk.
Already dead.
Are you going to kill Elon Musk and make him your ghost?
No. I just wanted him to tell me when I should buy Tesla stock. Okay, sorry. It's someone that's alive. I thought it could be anybody. You're right, though. That doesn't make any sense. I'm an idiot. All right. Somebody that's already dead. God, this is Bear.
I'll
we're
walk you
gonna
through
have to
mine.
edit this
I'll walk
out.
you through mine.
Go.
So I thought I would want, it's got to be someone entertaining for me. Right. It's got to be someone entertaining because this is the rest of my life. Like I need somebody who's going to make my good days good and my bad days better. Right. So I looked at, as you're researching dead celebrities for sure. I'm on you.
I'm Googling dead people right now.
I think I would go with Chris Farley. I think the ghost of Chris Farley hanging out would just be so fantastic.
Was he on SNL?
Yep. He was the big guy who
he was the big guy, right?
Yeah, he was in Tommy Boy, he was in Black Sheep.
Okay. He's really funny.
Really funny.
I didn't watch a lot of his stuff, so I don't know too much about it, but from what I heard from a lot of people is that he is loved.
So funny. So funny. And even the people, so he was good friends with like David Spade and Adam Sandler. And even today, they just talk about like the type of person that he was.
Yeah.
I went to, this is a little off topic, but I'm going to tell the story. I went to, this will give you more time to figure. I'm filibustering for you.
I think I found it, but go ahead.
I went to David Spade's comedy tour when he was in Vegas, when I was living in Vegas.
Okay.
And he told a story that he was like, Chris was just such a unique guy, right? I mean, such a one of a kind. And he talked about the story of one year for Christmas, he got his mom a dildo and didn't tell her. And didn't tell his dad, but he told his brothers. So his brothers are all giggling as mom opens this package. Dad recognizes, why are all the kids giggling? Because him and all his brothers. And literally, Chris bumps his dad and goes, get ready. Mom opens this up, and apparently just all hell broke loose at the Farley house. Oh my God.
That is really funny.
Just that type of guy.
I want to do that to my mom this Christmas. Just kidding. I don't know. My parents are starting to, the older they get, the more open and lenient they are. When I was a kid, forget about it. But they're getting older. They're just like, they don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean?
It's all
That's actually really funny. I heard he was great. I mean, does he have a star? Doesn't he have like a star on Hollywood
I'm
Walk
sure.
of Fame?
I'm sure.
Yeah, he definitely was
iconic.
Absolutely.
Who'd you find?
Wait, where'd it go? Hold on a second. Wait,
no.
Okay. This is who it would be between two people.
Okay.
Is that okay? So it would be.
You went from none to two?
Two people. If it was going to be a female, it'd be Amy Winehouse.
Great
because
choice.
I love her voice. And I think she's so like quirky and different and just would be so much fun to have a conversation with. Right?
Great choice.
But if I wanted to go male, Paul Walker.
Ooh, that's another good one.
Not only is he nice to look at, very kind, and he
was a good soul. A lot of people talked about that.
I don't know. Actually, I'm a good driver, but I mean, he just overall like super. That would be such a tease, though. He'd be right there as a ghost. I wouldn't even be able to like hug him. It'd be such a fucking tease. I don't want that.
Yeah,
Go
but
with Amy Winehouse.
Imagine this moment, like, because the ghost is always there, right? It's with you for the rest of your life. Imagine just like stepping out of the shower and just being like, "Hey, Here I am. Here I am. Take me. Take me, Paul Walker."
It's so weird.
All right. Question number 2.
Oh, there's another one?
We got one more. Every 12 days,
I'm scared.
one item is going to appear in your backyard that is completely random. However, all the items will start with the same letter of your choosing. What letter are you choosing, and what are you hoping to get? Every 12 days, something random. And once something's there, it doesn't disappear.
I wanted to say D, but then I don't need that. I don't want to go down that route. I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to be like, I don't know. And I want a letter D, Bear. D for 300. No, if I was to pick a letter, I'm gonna try to think of a very popular letter in the alphabet that a lot of things start with. So I would have to say the letter. Oh, B is a really popular
Okay.
I'm just
What are
trying
you
to
hoping to
think of the
get though? What's the item? Like what is the thing when if you said the letter B?
most every day, right?
Every 12 days. Every 12 days a new item. And it doesn't change. A new one appears.
Oh, a new one. God damn it. You are mind fucking me right now. All right. If I was to do, I would like, what about a money tree?
I mean, that's not a real thing though. Like that wouldn't.
Yeah, but then every 12 days I'd get a new one and it'd be more money.
I guess you could do M and hope for money, but what are you going to do when your monkey pops up?
I would love to have a pet monkey, first of all.
What would you name
Who
it?
would not love to have a pet monkey? I would love to have a pet monkey. They're so fucking cute. Oh my God.
What would you name it? Just
Wait, I got it. It was just on the tip of my fucking tongue.
the monkey.
It would be Sheldon.
Sheldon's a great monkey name, yo.
I feel like that should be something like of a crustacean or something, like a snail, like a, I don't know. Is that? I don't fucking know. His name would be Sheldon. Get down from that tree, Sheldon.
I like Sheldon. Sheldon's such a proper name, and for a goofy animal like a monkey, I think that's a hit. I like it.
It's cute.
I think I'm gonna go.
What about? These are really hard questions.
They try to be, right? And this is why I try not to put a lot of thought into it ahead of time too, because I want to be in the position that you're also in. I think I'm gonna go a P.
Okay.
And hope for a pool at some point.
Well,
I had a pool out in Vegas. It was the best thing ever. It was so nice.
Pools.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. I have a pool at my parents' house, and nothing so. It's above ground, but it's pretty dope. I mean, it's definitely refreshing in the summertime for sure.
Maybe I'll get some Play-Doh or some pudding, or
it's really. Why are you so good at this?
Or a paddle. Let's not talk about that. Let's get into the mailbag.
Mail came.
The mail is here.
You know whose mailbag that is?
I do.
You got questions? We got answers. Time for the mailbag.
Bump, bump, mailbag, bump.
Mail.
Let's get it.
Mail.
If you guys want to. Oh, yo, you got that full. You were going the full hook.
Well, I didn't want people to think I was talking about like an actual mail. Like I'm talking like a piece of paper mail, not like a male female. You know what I mean?
I get it. If you guys want to submit a question to the channel, multiple ways we can do it. Out on our socials, we're pulling questions from Instagram. We're pulling questions from Twitter. Make sure to submit them that way. First question does come over from Twitter from Kaylin. Hey, Kaylin.
Hey, Kaylin.
Kaylin wants to know, how do you handle creating content on all the various platforms? Specifically, a lot of people post on multiple sites, multiple times a day. Seems like a lot of editing and content to come up with. How do you do it?
Discipline, time organization.
Time management is huge.
Time management is very, very big. And being disciplined and being motivated. There's some days that like, even not being motivated, you got to do it. You got to get in routine is so important too. Time management, routine, discipline. And then when things start to do well, and if you can afford it, you start building your team, right? The more, you can do a lot of your own editing, but depends on how busy you are. If you can't do it, then hire someone to do it.
Yeah,
but you just got to get all your ducks in a row. It is very difficult. And it's one of the biggest things I stress about in my life. But I think most content creators stress about. I mean, do you stress about it, right?
Since going full time, it's been the number one thing I've noticed is time management is huge. I thought I'd go full time and I'd have more time. It'd be easier to knock everything out. What I realized is I filled up my plate more, and it became more critical than ever before to be disciplined and have that. Hey, if you want to be pumping out 2 YouTube videos a week, perfect. That means you got to pick those days and then make sure you're filming 3 to 5 days before that and editing and properly mapping out and scheduling each day what needs to get done. Time management is critical.
It is.
Absolutely
it really
critical.
is. You got to do it. You got to do it. If you don't do it and you slack on that, you're not, again, circling back around. People always say like, why am I not growing? Why are my numbers still the same? It's because you're not doing, and making sure that it's also quality. You should not, don't be, oh my God. I try to help people all the time. Don't be posting, every time on Twitter when you're going live and that's it. Like it's annoying. People are going to unfollow you. It's annoying. Like actually post stuff that you're doing. That's not the type of stuff we're talking about in regards to just putting out there when you're live, like post
Content,
content,
actual
quality
content.
content.
And if you
Exactly.
can't develop content consistently on a platform, don't feel comfortable taking it out. There's some platforms I think are more important, like a TikTok. Create as much content as you can there. But listen, if you're sitting there like, I'm trying to pump out content on 5 different platforms and you're drowning, cut one out and figure out, okay, what does this do? Which are my most valuable?
I'm going to go even as far as this, and I'm going to word this very carefully. If you are not able to do those types of things, then I don't want to piss people off.
No, I'm with. I know what I think you're going to say, which is,
I mean, streaming isn't for everybody.
correct.
Everyone, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And you have to have that harsh realization and understand that it is a business, it is a grind. And if you are not prepared to grind your ass off and put that type of content out on social media, and I mean, I guess it just depends on what your goals are. If you're okay with that and you're okay with staying the size that you are and not growing because you're not putting that content out there, then fine. But if you really want to grow and actually do something with it and become a full-time streamer one day, and you are not willing to put the time into your social media to do that, then you're not going to grow. And that is not a realistic dream for you.
Yep. There's a lot of different, everybody's path is wildly different. Not everybody is trying to grow as quickly as possible. There's nothing wrong with slowing things down, but you have to have realistic output of what that means. If you're truly trying to grow on this platform, if you're truly trying to eventually make this a career, you got to be grinding.
Which is, though, 99.9% of the people that do stream.
Yes.
Maybe I've met one person in my life that has streamed and they don't care about the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that I've ever talked to care about the numbers. If you are a streamer, and rightfully so, you have goals. Rightfully so, you should be. I hate it. And it's such a thing. And I know we're going down a rabbit hole here, but I think it's really important to talk about. It's such a thing that people are like, it's not all about the numbers. Yes and no. And if you continue to say it's not about the numbers, then you're not giving yourself the reality check that you need in order to continue to be successful, because a big part of it is the numbers. Maybe not viewers or anything like that, but your analytics, huge. So I hate when I hear people, hate's is a very strong word. I dislike strongly when I hear people say it's not all about the numbers. You should be using that to help push you and motivate you. And people that are like, well, some people just stream for fun. That's great, but the numbers still matter to them. Mm-hmm. They still would love to have 10 viewers versus 5 viewers. They still would love to get partnered one day. I've never met a streamer that has not wanted that. And to each their own. All I'm saying is that put the time into it, and what you put into it is what you should be getting back, and just make sure you're not being lazy about it, I guess. I don't know. I'm just circling all around. That one triggers me, though.
I'm with you. I get it. Trust me.
Sorry. We can go on the next question.
You're good. We'll do one more.
That one.
Minnesota Gaming over on Instagram wants to know, how do you guys go about getting sponsorships?
Go for it.
So this is one thing I get asked this question a lot, especially because I've been blessed to have some pretty big names affiliated with my brand the same way that you have. Yeah. The number one thing I would tell you is, too often I see smaller or even medium-sized content creators putting a ton of value into sponsorships. You need to realize a couple of things. Number one, most sponsorships are not these massive revenue generating opportunities. They might be down the road, but when you're very early on in your process, a lot of times it's just bringing benefit to your community. It's a brand that you can get a discount code for, or giveaways, or even just, hey, I personally believe in this and I want to promote this. That's huge. But then number two, you got to come to that understanding. And when you come to that understanding, number two is you have to understand that you need to have something that you're going to be able to provide to them. Not just what they're giving you, but what can I provide to them? That means that you need to have a quality community, a quality product, a brand that they can stand behind and feel comfortable associating with yourself. And when you got those two things, you'll be amazed at what opportunities come to the door in the forefront. Doesn't mean you don't need to be assertive at times and be the proactive one to truly get, especially with the bigger name companies. But you don't want to be the guy who's asking everybody. You don't, or gal, guy or gal, or you don't want to be the individual who is just affiliated because they're seeking money. If you chase the money, you'll get lower quality brands. Do what's right. Do what's best for your community. That's my 2 cents.
No, I agree. It's all about your image. If you want to figure out how to get sponsorship deals, it's about your image and it's what you're putting out on the any platform. So be really fucking careful what comes out of your mouth. Be really careful on how you appear to other people. And you want to be yourself, obviously, but there's a professionalism. What's the
Professionalism? Yeah.
You see my mouth just. I don't know. But there is that line. Also, be very careful that you also don't get taken advantage of. There are a lot of brands out there that will take advantage of you and will completely low blow you. And because you're so new and you don't really know too much of the industry, a lot of the times people take these opportunities and don't understand that it's really benefiting them more than it's even benefiting you. And you're just a number. I've been very picky since starting. It is very true. I've been approached by many companies, and there are a lot of companies that I will not go with because I don't believe in their product. And I'm telling you, like, it's not all about the money for me. Like you said, it's all about my community and if I can get something that I love and a discount code to be able to give back to my community, be like, hey, I want to save you some money kind of thing. It just depends on what you're looking for. But I mean, I think for both of us, we agree that it's really important that we go with things that we believe in, right? But overall, how to get sponsorships, again, it just comes down to your image and making sure a lot of my sponsorships have come through my social media.
Correct. And for me, it's been Twitter, actually. I don't know about you. That's been my number one approached medium.
Period. TikTok.
I get the crappy ones on TikTok.
I got Twisted Tea from TikTok.
We love Twisted Tea.
And I got Tampax tampons. I know.
That one I can't comment on. I don't personally. I have no affiliation, no recommendation there.
I got what was the other one? The Raid Shadow Legends, which that was a fun one on the side. That was anything, but so a lot of gaming ones just through social media, not so much of the stream. They find me on something else and then they go to my stream and they like it. But overall, where was I going with that? Shit.
No, I get it. I mean, I'll jump in and give my 2 cents on this as well.
What was the point of me saying all that stuff? Sponsorships, how you get them is through social media and content you're putting out on there. Rarely have I found someone that has found me streaming live and been like, oh, usually they find me on other platforms and go and look at my stream and be like, ooh, business email is very, very important. Stay organized.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, even on the numbers side, like you really got to think about the value that's coming from that. If you're gaining, let's say, I don't know, $3 off a margin off a sale, how many sales are you actually going to be able to generate per month, right? And if you're thinking that sponsorships are going to be this $1,000 extra revenue a month, or no, it's not. All of mine have been brokered to be non-revenue generating, and the money that does come in, we reinvest back into things like giveaways or opportunities for the community. We just did with one of my sponsors, Gnosis, we gave away a PS5, which was freaking epic. It's those types of things that are incredible, but I don't make a dime off of them because I don't want that. I want my community to be behind it. I need to stand behind it in the quality of the brand, and that's what matters most.
And the thing is that we're not going to pull in deals like that until we're like fucking Pokimane or Tim the Tatman, where people will actually give you shit ton of money to rep their brand.
Pokimane.
But I will say this. I mean, overall, in regards to sponsorships that I've brought in via social media, and even some of my Twitch ones, I mean, I've worked very, very hard to grow my numbers on social media because I know how important it is. It's not just about what you're doing on Twitch. It's about everything else. And like I said, I'll keep saying that. And all that hard work will pay off. This is a full-time career for me. Sponsorships is part of my income that comes in. And once you get to that point, it's nice to see that all that hard work went towards something and that it's finally coming full around. But again, I'm not saying I'm like a big streamer. I'm not getting like tens of thousands.
She is.
One day, watch out.
I
Both
love
of
it.
us, watch out. You'll see.
You'll see.
You'll see.
You guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been episode 1. I appreciate you. You guys, make sure you follow us. Drop us a subscribe. We're going to be on all the major podcast platforms, out on Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also out on YouTube. If you guys want to catch the visual, would love a drop, subscribe there, as well as Instagram and Twitter. Both the wonderful Sweet Tails and myself stream live out on Twitch. If you're curious about our schedules, you can hop out on our socials and check that out. Tails, do you have any last minute remarks before we close out episode 1?
I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. This is something that we've been working on for a while, so we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we hope that you continue to come back every Wednesday hump day.
We got it, you guys. We'll see you next week. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and happy gaming, guys. Bye.
That was another episode of the Bear and Tails podcast.
You want more?
Oh my God, I would love some.
Make sure to subscribe and share, and catch both Bad Bear Gamer and Sweet Tails live on their streams out on Twitch.
We're just big vibes, you know what I mean?
I hope you guys enjoy it.
Don't forget to follow the show on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
At Bear and Tails Podcast.